and on we'll go through the wastelands.
Hey guys, Alex here, AG Automotive, and here today we've got the 2023 Chevrolet Silverado Zr2 in the blue. And how tough does this thing look? All right, let's check it out. All right, before we get into the video, just want to do a shout out to Central Coast GMSV for letting me have a look at this one today, and I'll leave their contact details down below. And if you are after a ZR2 or any of the Chevrolet range, do go and see them and let them know that Alex from AG Automotive sent you, and they will look after you. So just have a look at the front end. Like, how menacing does that look coming at you? So you got the big Chevy badge there. There's actually got a big hole in it. And have a look at this grille. The grille is absolutely massive. And then you've got your LED headlights and daytime running lights there as well as some driving lights down the bottom. And just look at those two big, massive recovery hooks there. You know, just screams meatiness. And you've even got a camera just there as well. And I really love the blue. I love blue cars, and I quite like this color and the look of it. So what are your thoughts on the ZR2? Have you got the older ZL1, or have you got one of these on order? Let me know in the comments. Now, the wheels on the ZR2 are 18-inch wheels, and they've got a piano black design there with the Chev badge, and they run on Goodyear Wranglers, so you can do a little bit of off-roading with it too. I love the ZR2 or ZR2 badge there. You've got a indicator on the side there, as well as on the mirror, just in case people can't see this massive tank-sized SUV coming down the road. Now, you also get these big chunky side steps there, or rock climbers, or whatever you want to call them, rock sliders I think they're called, sorry. Then we'll come around to the back, the business end. Now, you've got Chevrolet embossed in the tailgate there. You do have not one, but two cameras at the back. You've got Silverado on that side, and you've got Z or ZR2 there, as well as your reverse lights down the bottom with your tow latch there, and parking sensors. And you do have these nice indents in the bumper to get up and get things out or put things in. All right, so just looking in the back of the ZR2, so I'll just open that up. You can also open it with the key. As you can see, it goes down on its own. And it is really light as well. Like, you can lift it up with one hand, no dramas. Now, we've got the tonneau cover on there, but I'll just to give you an idea, you've got the bed liner or tray liner, depending on where you're from, with the ZR2 or ZR2 logo up the front there. And in the back, despite being humongous, you can only get 717 kilograms of weight in the back. Now, you can hold a pallet, as you can see, it's absolutely humongous, but unfortunately it's a shame that they're let down by the payload, considering you can tow a lot more. Now, another thing I wanted to point out, you do actually get a trailer plug built into the back. So again, it's quite cool, and you can tow 4,200 kilos behind one of these bad boys. right, just in the ZR2. Now, have a look at the space in this thing. It's massive. It's got humongous amounts of space in here. It's unreal. So to the right of the steering wheel, you do have your headlight controls and your dimmer controls, as well as the light in the tray. You do also have your two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive modes there, as well as your park brake. And the steering wheel itself, nice leather steering wheel, easy to hold. You've got your cruise control buttons on the left and your menu controls on the right, and there is a couple of phone controls there and some safety features and a steering wheel heater, which is really nice for the winter months. Now, behind there you do have paddle shifters, and you do have your indicator and wiper stalk there on the left. Now the dash itself, just go through a couple of things. You do have your speedo, your analog speedo and analog tacho there, along with what radio station you've got, your navigation, your phone, and you've got some settings there as well. You do also have things like trip computer, and you do have a digital display there for speedo there as well. Alright, so the media center. Now it's a massive new screen. I really like that. We're just in the menu at the moment, so we'll just go through a couple of things. You do have FM, AM, and digital radio stations there. You've got Bluetooth, phone, or an audio, and you've also got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. You do have your 360-degree camera button there. If you go into that, you can see the camera comes up there, and there's a couple of different displays there as well. You've got your Android Auto and Apple CarPlay menus. You've got a trailering menu there. You go do a checklist, and you can go through what you want and your lights and things like that. They've got that much stuff in them. You can adjust your lights and things at the back and check they're working from in here. So very cool. You got your climate control settings there, which are touch screen, or you can use the system down below. Now you've also got your settings there as well, which you've got all different bits and pieces there too. Now further below that, you do have a whole heap of buttons there, things like some safety features, lane departure warning, your parking sensors, your automatic start stop, you can actually put the tray down if you want from here, your hazard lights, your traction control, downhill control, and you've got your diff locks there, front and rear. And you do have a volume knob here next to the home button, which is my favorite. Now further down, you do have your dual zone climate control there. You have heating and cooling seats. And you've got the two knobs there, very easy. To the left, you've got a couple of USBs, and to the right, you do have your trailer controls there, along with your engine start stop. Alright, so further down, you've got a whole heap of storage there. You've got a fair bit of storage at the front there. You've got two cup holders, and then you've got a little bit of storage next to that, even behind the gear selector, and then the gear selector itself. And you can go into reverse or drive, and if you go into reverse there, you can see the cameras come up. It's reasonably clear, actually. I'll be honest with GM's cameras, they are pretty good. Now have a look at this armrest. It's absolutely massive. You've got enough room for both passengers to have their arms on it, and it looks nice. The yellow stitching is a little bit different. Now if we open it up, we've got more goodies. Now you do have a wireless phone charger at the front there. You've got a couple of USBs behind, and then just more and more storage, as much as you would ever need. And you can take this part out and you get even more storage down the bottom there. So again, there is just so much room in this car, it's not funny. You do also, even if you haven't got enough room, you've got pockets either side down the bottom there. So again, very you could like live in here pretty much. So the glove box, you know what, I'll be honest, a little bit small, the glove box. Got your books in there, and probably an iPad or two in there as well. Now the dash itself, it's pretty soft most of the way through. You've got some hard plastics at the side there, and it's reasonably soft on the door trims and the armrest there, and you get this sort of fake-ish carbon fibre look piece there, which again just jazzes it up a little bit more, along with the piano black finishes and silver trims all around the cabin. All right, let's go and have a look in the back. All right, just in the back of the ZR2. Now, have a look at the space in the back here. It is massive. I could host a party in the back here, I reckon. So I'm 6'1", 185 centimeters, and if you have a look, I've got plenty of room, and there is even a cutout in the roof here, in the front and the back, to give you even more space, even if you didn't even have enough. So how cool is that? Now, knee room is really, really good. Leg room and foot room is amazing. Like I said, I can nearly stretch out in the back here. And for the rear passengers, you get a nice armrest, you get 2 cup holders, or a bit of a third one if you got a square cup, I guess. Or some storage for a phone would go in there. You do get ISOFIX spots, 2 there and 2 behind me. And for the rear passengers also, you get heated rear seats, you get ventilation, and you get 2 USBs along with 2 more cup holders, and you get map pockets or iPad pockets in the back. And I love it how they've continued with the design, the stitching here. It just looks really, really nice. Now, I do also wanted to show you at the back here, there is a window, or a portion of the window that actually opens up. So I will open that up now for you. And as you can see, it's quite nice actually. You have a little bit of fresh air from the back as well, and for the back seat passengers, or if you're just on your own. All right, let's go and have a look under the bonnet. All right, just under the bonnet of the ZR2. Now, here we have a 6.2 litre naturally aspirated V8 petrol engine, and it produces 313 kilowatts of power and 624 newton meters of torque, and that's via a 10-speed automatic, driving primarily the rear wheels. Fuel economy for the ZR2 is 12.2 litres per 100 kilometres on the combined cycle, and I think that's really good considering the size of this pickup, or ute, whatever you want to call it. All right, let's go and test out this beast on the road and go for a drive. All right, let's go for a drive in the ZR2. Wow. Have a listen to that. The 6.2 litre, just unreal. It just kicks when you give it some. I love it. Now the tow ball is under the seat, which is what's making that racket, so sorry about that. So vision out the front is really, really good, both sides. Vision out the back is good width-wise. The depth could be better, but you can see what's in the tray, so it's okay. And you get that little window you can open up as well. Now, vision out the sides, again, really big windows. I really like that. And the mirrors, look, they're wide enough. Probably could be a little deeper, if I be honest, but you get a reasonable field of view out of them, which is good. So just driving around 60 Ks, you can hear there's not much road noise if you have a listen. That is until you get your right foot into it. And it just, I can't keep the smile off my face, sorry guys. I love that sound of this, it sounds unreal. So, but yeah, cruising around town, it's quiet, poised. Steering actually feels pretty reasonably light as well, or not too light, not too heavy sort of thing, but yeah, on the lighter side I will say, which is really good. And it's very comfortable. Like I said, there's so much room in here, and it's really, really comfy in here. I love it. I think it's amazing. It just sounds good, feels good. Now, how does it accelerate, guys? Well, let's try it out. Wow, that just wants to keep going. I had to take my foot off them, but that just wants to keep going. It really does. It's just a mammoth of an engine, this thing. And in something this size, it still gets up and boogies like you won't believe. I love it, and I love the sound of this motor. Just, Alright guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Alright, thanks guys.